Welcome to the channel, Waking Up at the End. I'll make this quick. I had to do a few different takes of this video. For one, I was so fired up, my wife walked in here and asked if everything was okay because there's some bad news I'm about to share with you. So let's get right to it. And if I go too fast, go ahead and pause the video, back up. But do your homework. That's what this is about. I'm going to have you connect the dots real quick. So let's get to it. We're going to start with this letter. This is from Audrey Strauss, acting United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York. She is writing respectfully to inform the court that will be leaving the United States Attorney's Office. Accordingly, I request the entry of an order terminating my appearance in this matter. My colleague, Lucas Issacharoff, has entered an appearance on behalf of the defendants and will continue to handle the case. Now, this is a particular case that I'm not totally clear on, but if she's stepping down, taking care of the Ghislaine Maxwell case, which is an issue, she's leaving the office. He's stepping in. No big deal. But why would she step down? I'm glad you asked. All right, so check this out. Audrey Strauss was thrust into the spotlight. Now, let's back up. This was June 22nd. I don't know if you can see this. Let me zoom in for you. June 22nd, Audrey Strauss. Because June 22nd, federal prosecutor Audrey Strauss found herself pushed into the spotlight Saturday as the acting U.S. Attorney General for the Southern District of New York after President Trump fired her boss, U.S. Attorney Jeffrey Berman. So Strauss will now lead the country's most politically sensitive investigations that have angered White House. Attorney General William Barr said President Donald Trump has nominated Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Jay Clayton to eventually replace Berman. Berman was fired. Audrey Strauss stepped in. So she just stepped down. Jay Clayton was the intended prosecutor at that point. No big deal. Okay. So why would she leave? Well, federal judge in the case, Mrs. Salas, Judge Salas, her son was shot through the chest by someone dressed as a FedEx driver and shot her husband too. Now, we're not dumb. We've watched enough movies and TV. We understand how intimidation works. If you're going to be taking the case, this is what will happen to you. So I'm sure the hope was that she would step down. She's still on it. Thank goodness. As far as I know, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. If she did step down, so I'll just read this little bit right here. Son of federal judge executed, husband shot in their home days after she takes on the Jeffrey Epstein-related case. Not a big deal. So why did Audrey Strauss step down? Well, let's take a look. 2 days ago, because I would assume it had been something, hey Chaz, I assume it was something recently. So this is what I found. September 28th, 2020, White Plains, New York. A Rochelle man was charged Monday with trying to kill an FBI task force officer after firing a handgun toward a public square in Yonkers. Darren Smith, 24, agreed to remain detained Monday after initial appearance in White Plains federal court. Message seeking comment was sent to his lawyer. So he's asking to stay. Weird. Maybe I'm reading that long. Maybe somebody knows the law a little bit better. So, FBI is being shot at, and this guy who is detained is now requesting to stay. Okay, maybe I read that wrong. So, Maureen Comey. Why am I bringing up Maureen Comey? Let me see if I can bring this up. So, again, we're connecting the dots. Maureen Comey, in addition to being the daughter of Comey and Failer, Maureen attracted attention when she became the lead prosecutor in the case against Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, okay, so she was on it before. Who was accused of being involved in CNX trafficking. Maureen was a student of the College of William and Mary and then attended Harvard Law School, following the footsteps of her parents. Besides being fulfilled career-wise, Maureen is also fulfilled in her private life as she's married to Lucas Issacharoff. Oh, okay. So we're talking about this person that Audrey Strauss recommended or has him entered in an appearance on her behalf, Lucas Issacharoff. So Maureen Comey used to be on it. Issacharoff is on it now. They're married. I don't think there's a conflict of interest or nepotism. Who knows? But James Comey. Let's take a look at one other thing. James Comey's daughter, who was originally on the case, inspected missing Epstein footage, according to FinFlan. This is dated January 16th, 2020. And the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey is a prosecutor on the case of the pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. If you recall, recently the footage of his jail cell has gone missing. Fishy. Why wouldn't you secure evidence? Why not make 1 million copies? Again, the law's not my strong suit. Would like it to be. So, Comey, does that sound familiar? Yes. Comey is today, I'm going to zoom in here, September 30th, 2020, updated September 30th at 5:37. Okay, so Comey is being grilled by the GOP. He was the former director of the FBI, and he is being questioned on the misappropriations, the oversight, the mistakes that had happened in the case against Trump on collusion with Russia, which we are now learning Hunter was actually colluding, only to his benefit. He wasn't president, but he's taking bribes. Gifts of $3.5 million from the wife of the mayor. So, in Ukraine. So, look into that case. Okay, so my problem is, the reason we have this video is we have an issue here. If Lucas Issacharoff is married to James Comey's daughter, and James Comey is basically busted. He stepped down. He might be cooperating, but he's being grilled. Look at that face, but that's from June 8th, 2017. That's not from today. But he's basically in trouble. Dad's in trouble, but daughter's taking over the case. Now, this channel's dedicated to ending human trafficking. Why? If there are victims in this case, they would ask that the person who is directly involved with some misappropriations, former director of the FBI, I think at this point, with this case, there's an issue. Bad characters usually have nepotism. Families usually, apples don't fall too far from the tree. I don't see this going well. Do your homework. If you can, correct me on anything I got wrong. Fill in any details. Leave the comments below. Like and subscribe. And I hope the next one's a little bit better news.